in a series where I go through every year of the 90s and talk about my favorite movies from each year, because I'm a 90s girl. 1991 was an interesting year in film. I went through the list and picked out 6 that are my favorite. I think the biggest film from 1991 is definitely Silence of the Lambs. This film is amazing. Everyone does a wonderful job. It keeps you on the edge of your seat. Silence of the Lambs swept the Oscars. Jodie Foster won Best Actress. Anthony Hopkins won Best Actor. It won Best Picture. It really swept pretty much all the categories in the Oscar that year. It's a fantastic film. If you've never seen it before, highly recommend it. Watching this film as a young woman, it taught me very early on, don't help anyone put a couch in a van. They don't need your help. This film made me realize men are not going to ask young women for help. They don't need our help. There's something weird going on. Don't get in anyone's van. Another favorite of mine is Cape Fear by Martin Scorsese. This film is pretty terrifying. Man, Robert De Niro does a wonderful job in this movie. He is absolutely terrifying. Like Jessica Lange, icon. Juliette Lewis, icon. Nick Nolte. This is a great cast. This film is very anxiety-inducing. It's so good. I highly recommend it if you've never seen Cape Fear. Who doesn't love Beauty and the Beast? This is definitely a favorite of mine. Beauty and the Beast was one of the first editions of the Disney Renaissance era. I feel like the 90s had some of the best Disney movies ever, and Beauty and the Beast is one of the best. It was actually nominated for Best Picture alongside of Silence of the Lambs, so I understand why it didn't win, but I love Beauty and the Beast. Another favorite of mine, Thelma and Louise. I love this film so much. It holds a special place in my heart. Geena Davis and Susan Sarandon were just wonderful in this movie. I love this story. The ending is iconic. If you've never seen this movie, I highly suggest you do. It's such an important film, and it's one of the best of the 90s in my opinion. A little fact for you. So they hired Susan Sarandon and Geena Davis, and they played much younger characters in this film. They were both older than their characters, and I thought, and that normally doesn't happen. Susan Sarandon was in her mid-40s, Geena Davis was in her mid-30s. I just thought that was interesting. I like to see it. You can't go wrong with The Terminator 2. This film, iconic. Terminator 2 Judgment Day, it's directed by James Cameron. It obviously stars Arnold Schwarzenegger. Linda Hamilton, it won the Academy Award for Best Visual Effects. This film is such a classic. So many iconic lines. That iconic shot with the thumb, I don't know. Very good movie. The last movie of 1991 that's one of my favorites is Father of the Bride. I love this movie. I adore it so much. You have Steve Martin, you have Martin Short, you have Diane Keaton, Kimberly Williams, a very young Kieran Culkin. This film was a favorite of my family growing up, so I would watch it constantly. Father of the Bride and Father of the Bride 2. This just holds a special place in my heart. I love Father of the Bride. It's so funny. Steve Martin and Martin Short are just hilarious in this film. They play so well together. I love the entire cast. Nancy Meyers worked on the screenplay. It's just it's a great film. Those are my favorite movies of 1991. Looking forward to diving into 1992 and seeing what that holds. What are your favorite films from 1991?